Good evening and welcome to Volume 9 of Dealmakers of Comic Art. I'm your host, Will Gabrielle, and we're excited to bring original art onto your screen and into your home. Our format is simple. Two Dealmakers will each present 10 fresh pieces of artwork for sale to be claimed by you. But before we review the rules tonight, I'm going to do something a little different since comic book conventions are back. So let's bring in both our Dealmakers and discuss just for a moment. Hey. So I just wanted to do this real quick. You know, we like to keep things moving and fast, but I just got back today from Baltimore Comic-Con, and I got to say it was bustling. I mean, I got there 3:30 Saturday, middle of the con, and the line to get in wrapped around the building. Wow. I mean, I was surprised about that. Luckily, Kevin was kind enough to get me in. So I didn't have to quite wait through that, but it was a bustling con, and the people that set up, I spoke with Anthony for one, seemed pretty happy with the results. And I know all three of us were at New York Comic Con. What do you guys think of that a couple weeks ago?
I thought New York was awesome. I mean, I was concerned initially because, a lot of Europeans usually come to the show and are buyers there, but there wasn't like so much traffic where I felt uncomfortable, at any point, but yet there was like, a constant flow of people at the table. And the fact that like Bechara didn't set up and Mike Berkey didn't set up, I think like I got a lot of business because of that. So, Bechara, I think next year don't set up because, we like you walking around as a buyer, I think.
I did spend a lot with everybody. With you guys also. I just was enjoying. I said I'm going to put on, a collector's hat and a dealer's hat. Also, I did both, and I enjoyed myself. So I'm like, oh, let me take the one.
You actually looked like you were having more fun than I've ever seen you have at a show. You were.
Bechara was giddy. Was the word I used. I was giddy to be walking around.
Back with like, look what I picked up, fellas.
Yeah. So one last thing I want to say before we get started. I bumped into a couple folks yesterday, and you got to forgive me that I cut our conversation short. I was like in a rush, so I apologize about that. But you know what? Let's get started. We're excited that cons are back, and we'll talk about Bechara's LA Art Con at the end of the show. But before we,
November 14th. Don't forget, in LA,
November 14th, LA, Redondo Beach.
Yep.
The West Coast only original art con put on by our own Bechara. But let's get started. So before we begin, here's some rules we need to go over that I need up on the screen. Production, we did this out of order. Okay. Dealmakers will showcase a total of 20 pieces. Each Dealmaker presents artwork in segments. Each segment highlights 3 pieces of artwork for sale and lasts about 2 minutes. The final segment will highlight just 1 piece of art. It's easiest to claim artwork while it's being presented, but can be claimed anytime during this live event. To claim artwork, type claim, the piece number, and the dealer. For example, claim 3 Bechara, claim 7 Glen. This episode, artwork will range from $375 to $10,000 and everywhere in between. There will be a rundown at the end of the show for unclaimed art. After that, any remaining unclaimed artwork will be available for 24 hours following this live event on Dealmakers of Comic Art Facebook page, which you see the link up there. We will put it up again. Viewers are welcome to claim through Dealmakers Facebook page, but again, it's best to claim during this live event. And then if you claimed artwork, there is Bechara's contact with Nostalgic Investments and Glen's contact with Panel Page Art. And again, we will be putting up any unclaimed art on our Facebook page. So let's get started. So I think this week, let's begin with Giddy Bechara, because that just tickled me in New York.
You can tell I like buying art more than I like selling art.
You absolutely do.
What can you do? I'm a fan. All right. Here's a Dwyer Captain America page. That's, anybody that's a fan of Cap and the Falcon, Dwyer pages have gotten a lot more expensive recently. I'm like, All right, let me pull another one out and put it at a reasonable price. It features both of them quite nicely, and here you go.
Is that Steve Rogers or the other dude, the other Cap?
You're asking the wrong person on that one. 1988 is about my cutoff. 2 years prior.
I believe that's Steve Rogers right there.
It was Steve Rogers. You confused me when you said that.
All
so
right.
here you go. That's the first one.
I was just asking. Looks like him.
But Alberto, feel free to chime in and correct us if we're wrong on that.
Yeah, Alberto would know.
Yeah, he would know.
We're getting a split decision. Mariner is saying it's Steve. Bootlegging is saying it's the other dude.
Oh.
Marcus is, of course, saying you all read the comics, but I have not read that comic in probably 20 years.
Not all. I still read some of the back issues. All right. Here's
Between Shakespeare.
A nice, here's a page that I wanted to represent Wolverine with the claws out and around the $500 mark. So I found one that's pretty cool. A 90s page and nice action shot. Wolvie. I mean, who's hotter than Wolvie nowadays? I don't think anybody is hotter than Wolvie. So here's a nice page that somebody may or may not enjoy. So there you go. We'll go through that one quickly. Aha. Now, Bagley. Oh, my goodness. Bagley is smoking hot. Holy mackerel is Bagley prices. And here's a huge double spread with so many characters. I forgot how many I counted the other day and I can't remember, but a plethora of characters on this double spread. And we know Bagley how, and even with Spider-Man on it. So if anybody wants a Bagley Spidey double spread that's not too expensive, there you go. It's here in all its glory.
That's a really good price point, Bechara, for that. I've been selling Bagley pages for much, much more.
Well, yeah, but a double spread like this from Spider-Man would be, I'd hate to say 15.
And we have to give you points for using the word plethora. We like that.
Oh, there you go. Well, from an ESL student, it's not too bad. So there you go.
Okay.
All right, those are my three to start.
Excellent. Good selections there, Bechara.
Thank you.
All right, so here's my my first item up for grabs. It's an X-Men Adventures page, which is from the 90s. The great thing about these pages is they told like the really fantastic. They retold the really fantastic X-Men storylines. This one is like the Hellfire Club storyline where Phoenix is the Dark Phoenix is the Black Queen, and here she is in all her beautiful costume and glory. And then you've got the whole X-Men team that's been captured by the Hellfire Club, and Wolverine is in the famous scene in the sewers coming up, but we don't have that on this page, unfortunately. But this is by Ben Herrera. It's $750. They're all in the 90s X-Men costumes, which is kind of neat. And these pages have become much more desirable given that they represent not only the 90s look, but retell those classic storylines. So that's my first item. And my second page is a phenomenal page from the Image Days Backlash Spider-Man crossover that they did. This one is by Brett Booth, also from 1996. There's a little Venom in the cylinder there, so you got a little Venom on the page, and Spider-Man and Backlash. So this page is $1,800, and just really nice. These 90s pages have been flying off shelves everywhere as long as you put your art on the shelf. And anyway, that's my second item up for grabs. And the third, everyone will recognize, is John Romita Senior prelim. It's $2,500. It's actually from 1997, as it's there. I think 99 was a mistake, but great image of Spider-Man holding up the building and saving this young lad who would be mincemeat if not for Spidey. And it's just a classic piece by the ultimate definitive Spider-Man artist, John Romita Sr. So this is 8x10, and just a great piece. Everybody needs to have a Romita Sr. in their collection, and this is a budget way to get one. So there we are. That would be my third.
Pretty good selection.
Not a bad third.
Rich Donnelly chimed in to let us know that Venom is actually in 2 panels.
Ah, well, that's right. I think Rich would know.
All right, Rich. Thanks.
Thank you, Rich. I don't know which Romita cover, Rich. As far as I know, it's just it doesn't say, and I couldn't figure out which one it was. So I know it's a prelim for a cover, whether it may not have been published, and so I just have no idea.
All right, here we go. For you X-Men fans out there, Excalibur splash that I just thought was phenomenal. Kitty Pryde battling Nightcrawler, and I was when I took a closer look at it, I had a good look at the art, and I was like, oh my gosh, this is just I was just blown away by it. So if you guys take a close look at this splash, I think you'll at the very least appreciate how stunning the art is, and in person it really stands out. So Kitty battling Nightcrawler, I thought was just
it kind of has a Mike Giordano feel to it. It like she's very attractive.
She's so beautiful in this.
Yeah.
This is not my era, but I was like, wow, if this was my era, I would hold on to it. So there you go on that one. Next one. Well, anything Venom title is pretty hot right now, we know. A great shot of one of the great symbiotes that appear on this title. You have Venom and Carnage and the symbiotes. They really carry the title, of course. So these from the 90s are exceptionally in demand. So that's all I can say about that. I was happy to get this in trade. So another piece that's Spidey related and Carnage related and Venom related. So that is that. Somebody requested that I pull out a Kelly Jones piece. You'll see where he's holding him down. I think it's right here. There's Batman, and of course Batman later on knees the villain nicely. So these Kelly Jones pages, I didn't realize I actually had this. I had to rummage through, and I was quite satisfied that I at least had a Kelly Jones page with Batman in a battle scene. So those 3 pieces are, X-Men, Spider-Man, and Batman. I figured that's not a bad threesome right there. So there you go.
And Steve said that
I like that.
That duo were the representative of the Marvel bankruptcy years, Ken Lashley.
I like that.
Yeah. Jordan asked who's in the top panel on that last.
The Batman piece?
Yeah.
That's I forgot his name. He's the villain there, right? He's the villain called Body something, or no. But when you get it closer,
Marcus said nobody. Is that?
Oh, me buddy. MEBODY. Me buddy. That's what it says on there.
Okay.
So there you go.
Somebody body. Glenn, I think you're number 7. Number 7?
Okay.
Number 4. Number 4 is up. Sorry.
Number 4 is
jumping.
just like
Damn.
7, but upside down.
Did it?
This is a Deadpool cover prelim, all pencils by Rob. It's at a phenomenal price point for Deadpool, him being the creator of Deadpool, at $375. As I've often mentioned, the way that Rob's process is he creates these pencil pieces on 8x10 paper like this, and then he scans those into the computer and prints them out on 11x17 blue lines, which he inks over. So these are the real pencils that exist to this particular piece, and it is just a great big portrait of Deadpool at $375.
Wow.
Usually sell these for more. So anyway, that's my first piece. And my second is a great Jim Aparo Batman page, because I'm always the Marvel guy. So I figured, why let Bechara have all the DC fun? So broke out a really nice Aparo budgetary Batman page. This one is $1,500. It's from 1989. You've got some really nice shots of Batman here. There's a really nice panel of Batman. Batman is in quite a few. This is a battle page, an action page. And that would be there's Batman in the first panel as well. That would be my next selection. And then
Glenn, if I can just interrupt for a second.
Yeah.
Was the Deadpool, was it a published issue? Jordan and Mark both asked, was it what cover?
So
was
I don't actually know yet, because this is like it. He just gave me a bunch of new things, and so I don't know if this is going to be a published thing. As far as I know, I'm selling it as an unpublished thing, so I don't know. Maybe it was like a cover that he himself decided to change, or it could have been an ad piece. Like right now, I'm just selling it as it could be, it could later become a cover, but right now I'm selling it as an unpublished piece. So I don't know.
Got it.
So, and then finally, I have a first appearance page and a birth page of the assassin Delilah in the pages of Amazing Spider-Man, and it's by Bagley. And man, does she look great! Look at this. And this is the very first panel she appears in. She's an assassin that works for the Rose, and this is from 1996. It's a splash. It's her first appearance, Delilah, and it's $2,500. So
wow, that's pretty cool.
Not often you get a splash page that is like a birth page at the same in the same shot here. So
it holds me titles.
She just gave birth. I don't understand.
Yes, which is why she looks like this. Most women look like this after they've given birth, don't they? So yes.
Nice.
Anyway,
it's really nice.
Fantastic piece. So that's my third.
And
selection.
A Spider-Man villain, no less. So Mr. Love has chimed in. This is your piece, Bechara. He said, according to the DC Wiki, the villain that we were trying to figure out, the somebody is called Faceless. So maybe that's just a tattoo he has.
Oh, thank you, Michael. Sure. That's cool. Thank you. That was a last-minute addition.
And one other thing, I just sold that page the Batman page you have, Glenn, is from A Lonely Place of Dying, I believe, part 1. I just sold a splash to part 2, and that does seem like a really good price based upon how much interest I had in the splash. So,
well, if it doesn't work out, Will, you can sell this one for me as well.
There we go. Bechara, you're up. I'm sorry. Okay. You're up. Number 7.
Okay. Broke out an early Iron Man page. Considering I sold an Iron Man 1 page, and then somebody flipped it for twice as much as I sold it for immediately. So I broke out an early one, not a number 1, but this is a pretty awesome half splash of the Freak. The Freak was one of the fun villains for Iron Man.
Happy Hogan.
That's right. Later. and it was TOS 74. I think was the first time, and this is I think his second appearance. So it's a pretty cool half splash, and I love it when Iron Man is, they've got the things hooked up to him, and it's just a very nice early Iron Man page that I thought people would appreciate and enjoy. So he's got a big his big face in the bottom, and the Freak looks just great, and nice shot up there of Iron Man. Nice early one. So there you go.
And that page is over 50 years old now. I mean, that's hard to believe, half a century.
Years old. Yeah. Some of us are over 50 also, so it's scary. But
yeah.
So there, next one. Let's move on to a nice subject.
You want to talk about when you got that comic off the stands, Bechara?
Yeah. I did not buy that comic, damn it, off the stand, but I could have. Excalibur splash. There you go. That's people keep on asking me for X-Men related titles, and I'm pulling out a splash for the first time from Excalibur. So there you go. A number 1 splash.
Alan Davis.
Page 1, Davis. It's. I think it's pretty nice.
Piece. Really great piece.
So for those people that like X-Men related titles and would love a nice splash, here you go. So that will be there for the taking. All right, let's do another splash from DC this time.
Oh.
Nice early Dillin splash.
That should say full splash. Sorry.
Full splash with so many characters.
Wow, look at that.
Look at that. I mean, that's really sweet. I pulled out a really sweet splash for this
great one.
Yeah. And 1974, great period for Dillin. Giordano, of course, gives it that Neil Adams look combined with the Dillin pencils. So and I think this is is that the Red Tornado? There's something about this issue. It's early Red Tornado, and there's something more about this issue I just can't recall.
It's that's the Freedom Fighters crossover, I believe.
It is a crossover, the 109, yes. But there was something more about Red Tornado in this. But whatever. I pulled out a very nice DC splash for somebody to enjoy. So there you go. Those are my 3, and I'm sticking to it.
Good stuff.
It's a good 3.
It's a good 3 indeed.
Thank you.
All right. Well, if you're gonna Dick Dillin, then maybe I'm gonna Dick Dillin. And my Dick Dillin is cheaper than your Dick Dillin, just so you know.
Ooh.
This is a really nice Justice League page. I've been very jealous of Bechara bringing out all the DC, and so I felt like it's my time to mix it up with little DC stuff. This is a great page of the JLA trapped behind prison walls and attempting to break out. You've got like great. Look at that panel with Wonder Woman. This is from 1979, so a little later than Bechara's page. And the price point is $1,800. You've got a great shot of Batman, Superman, Wonder Woman, Red Tornado. The whole gang is here. What more do I need to say for you to bring this home? This is a
Elongated Man. I think you missed him.
I knew. You're stretching it out with Elongated Man, Mr. Will. So
I am. Guilty.
That's number 7. And continuing on with DC, we've got this great Curt Swan classic Superman splash flying, coming at you. Like these are just phenomenal value, given like where everything else has gone. I mean, the fact that you can still pick this up for $3,500, a classic 1982 Superman splash by Curt Swan, just a phenomenal piece here. So that is my second piece. And
Another
Rounding
splash.
out with a little bit of Marvel. This is, I think, only the third appearance of Nomad, and what an appearance it is. This is a full splash. I think it's probably one of the best images from that period, if not the best. And Nomad, as we know, is the identity that Captain America took when he quit being Cap during the highly charged political period written by Steve Englehart back in the 70s. This is from 1975. Price point is $10,000, but this is money well spent if you spend it. So, and that would be my third piece here.
Wow, you guys are bringing the splashes tonight, I got to tell you.
They're pretty splashy.
Well, people wanted some, to
we're getting there. We're hearing what people are wanting. We're working our way there.
Eventually, we'll introduce some video covers. I didn't want to pull this out, but it was time to bring a really dynamic action Marvel page. That's one of the best I've ever owned for Daredevil. This is, if you love Daredevil, this is pretty outstanding. I think it speaks for itself. It's Infantino and Janson. Those 5 panels are just glorious with Daredevil doing his thing. If I was collecting Daredevil, my Daredevils are a little earlier. These are the pages that I would look for from the 70s and 80s, if I could find them. Just hard to come by, this good. So, I figured to bring a really killer page out at this time, and see if somebody is going to appreciate it. Well, I'm sure whoever gets this eventually will appreciate it in their collection a lot. And it'll be hard to pull this out of their collection. So there you go. That's my 10th piece.
Nice.
Yeah, no, that's a way to end. That's a nice note to end on.
So this is John Herbert, I guess mini comic piece would be best described. It's like it's a 5x10 splash. This is not a panel. This is a splash from the mini comic, and it's Wolverine, claws out, Spider-Man. It's a little slightly smaller piece, but it's only $850, and Herbert has been really going up in value in terms of and demand out there from this period, 1993, when he did the X-Men Adventures. And I mean, you can really just see the inking and claws out. It's just a phenomenal Wolverine piece. $850, I think, represents like a really fantastic bargain for this particular piece.
That's so cute.
And yeah, I mean, where do you get a Wolverine image like this anywhere? So just, and then of course you've got Spider-Man as well.
Oh yeah, I mean,
so, and that is, I decided to end on a slightly less expensive piece, just for grins and giggles. So.
But it's a pretty still. I mean, it's a less expensive. It is smaller, but it's got a lot.
I think it's pretty special. There's like a lot going to this thing. So.
Oh, that's nice.
Yeah. Well, we're at that point. We're gonna go through the rundown and see what shakes up. Bechara, we'll start off with you. You go through your 10, and
okay, I'll do the whole 10 then. Sounds good. Big discounts tonight, $1 off each piece.
Oh wow!
Excellente.
Run.
We've spoiled this group. We have spoiled this group.
I can get a bag of potato chips with that $1.
All right, here we go. Bottom line, $5.95, but I'm not taking anything less. So $5.95 I will do for Cap and Falcon, and I looked up and it's Steve Rogers. So Steve Rogers as Cap and Falcon, $5.95 for the first man up coming tonight. So there you go, $5.95. The Wolvie Claws battle, somewhat of a battle page. I can do $4.95 for it. $4.95 for the Wolvie Claws early Marvel fanfare page. $4.95 will get this one done. So there you go on that one.
And that's Wolverine and Hulk on there, right?
Wolverine and Hulk. Yes, I'm sorry,
Yeah.
I never mentioned Hulk, did I? Yes, this is Hulk, people. I didn't say that, did I? I thought I did, but you're right. I did not mention. This is the reenactment of Hulk 180. No, okay, no, it isn't. This is Wolverine and Hulk on the page, and we know how special when we have both of them on there. So for $4.95, you get both Wolverine and Hulk in action. I think this one's already priced nicely, considering it's Bagley and it has X-Men, it has Spider-Man, it has Beta Ray, it has Thor, it has all the different Thors. I mean, so many characters. 1,300, that's it. If somebody would like to steal this away, a Bagley with Spidey and all the others at a double spread at 1,300, it is yours. So that is that for the 13.
Lucky number 13.
Yes. That great, the one that I thought was just wonderful was Kitty, Nightcrawler. Beautiful. I mean, the art was spectacular. 1,300 from 1,600, 1,300 for this splash. This X-Men battling X-Men splash with Nightcrawler and Kitty looking simply marvelous. That is available for those X-Men fans out there and want a beautiful Kitty Pride. So that is available there. Next one is Venom. $8.50 for the symbiote and from the Venom title. So $8.50 this is available to somebody. So $8.50, this is out there for you guys.
Wow.
So there you go. All right. Next, Batman. Jones. Kelly Jones, which throughout the years, I think I've only had 2 pieces of Kelly Jones Batman.
They're really tough to get these days.
Yeah.
You know.
So 1,500, that is it.
Good price. It's a really good price.
Yeah, I think so too. Kelly Jones Batman, 1,500. It's available for someone. So there you go. We will put it on the site, Facebook, for 24 hours, and I know some of these will go. All right, next one. Is there a question? The Iron Man, number 3, 3,800 for the half. That early, 38. It is yours. I mean, 3,800 for that early.
Johnny Craig.
I think if it doesn't sell on now or on the Facebook page, I think Glen is eyeballing it.
I remember that issue, like that. I think I had that as like a kid. So.
Yeah, so 3,800, it is available. The Excalibur. The Excalibur is, man, I'm not going to be able to. 39. I'll do 39 for somebody.
Oh wow, that's more than I thought you would.
Yeah,
Go down.
yeah. I mean, that's 39. It's somebody Excalibur number, a Splash, Alan Davis. I don't think I need to say too much more about that. Somebody should enjoy this. So there you go. 39. I noted it. Next one is the Justice League. Justice League, 4,900 from 55. But it's the covers are going to run 20 grand right now. If you can get a nice Justice League cover by Dillin. I mean, I sold one for 20, and that person was quite happy. So under 5 grand for a, when pages are 1,500 to 2 grand, a Splash under 5 grand. That's and with so many characters. So 4,900 is it on that one. So there you go. Last but not least is
Daredevil.
I'm not discounting this that much. 5,600, or I'm happy to keep it. So this one, I'm 56. A little discount, but it's hard to upgrade a page from Daredevil from the 70s, considering how good this page is. So there you go. We are showing off the art, and everybody knows the prices now, and you can make your decisions. Thank you very much.
So I'm just going to pause real quick before Glenn starts and just ask, if you have not subscribed to our YouTube channel, please be sure to do so. And as Nick has been asking, please hit the like button here. We appreciate it.
Thank you, Nick.
With that said, Glenn, please.
All right. So here we have the X-Men Adventures, and I'm going to just have a little discussion with the Black Queen. She's going to tell me what I can really okay. So the Black Queen feels we should be selling this for $600 today. So I am going to drop not my pants. I'm going to drop the page to 600.
Please do not.
It's just, certain expressions just pop out of you sometimes.
And buddy, I am going to get a little worried if you talk to each page and ask them how much.
No.
Okay.
I just have a special relationship with this page.
Oh, okay. It's I got it.
Not every page, Will. Just keep your shirt on.
I think I have a little thing with her too. So I
hold your horses and keep your shirt on, Will. All right. So now moving right along here. Now Backlash is gonna never mind. So we have this phenomenal Backlash Spider-Man page. Both of them are on the page. It's the Image crossover from 1996, and I can do 1,500 on this lovely page today. 1,500 for the Backlash Spidey page. And Alberto, you have a deal. I'll take $600 not to drop my pants, by the way. So third item up for grabs here is that phenomenal Romita Spider-Man prelim. These things are just really tough, and I mean, 2,500 is like such a good price, but today on the air here on our YouTube show, I'll do 2,000 for this one, but that is a really nice price, I think.
I thought you were going to go 2,250.
I was gonna do 2,200, but then I was like, I'm just gonna offer a really good price and see if anyone really wants one. So we're not called deal makers for nothing. Even if we're not making deals.
I was going to say we're not making many deals tonight, but we do make a lot of deals. Right. Period. So, maybe not this hour.
All right. So you know, I don't have a ton of room on this. It's not an expensive piece to begin with, but I will do 300 on this great Deadpool illustration by the great Rob Liefeld. This is his character, and I mean, you could not get a sketch like this at a show. I mean, his comic books with signatures sell for more than this like lovely sketch. So 300 is kind of it.
And it has been claimed by Mark Levy.
Right.
Thank you, Mark.
Thank you, Mark. That's
and congratulations. Good pickup.
That's a good pickup for you. Much appreciated. All right. Jim Aparo, Batman, 1989. Will sells these things for millions of dollars, he tells me, and yet
I wish.
And yet I have this page for 1,500, and let's see, what can I do with this? I will do 1,300 on this page tonight. Or
oh wow,
just you know, great Aparo piece. I mean, Aparo pages have been going for pretty serious money, and
that is nice actually.
So there we are.
Yeah, I like the first panel a lot.
Yeah. And that is that one. All right. So now we have this. As I mentioned before, this is Delilah's first appearance in Amazing Spider-Man. It's also a birth page. It's the very first panel she appears on. And I can do 2,200 on this piece. 2,200 for those of you who would like to have a first appearance page, which is a splash and a great looking assassin to boot. Anyway, there we are. Next is the JLA Dick Dillin page with like everybody on it pretty much, and I can do 1,600 on this page. So if anybody wants it at 1,600, this could be the Dick Dillin piece for you. So.
And it's been claimed.
Oh, I was going to say Wonder Woman looks really good.
She does.
Oh,
she does.
I'm sorry. Shannon. Congratulations, Shannon.
Thank you for that. That's a great page.
Nice.
All right. So moving right along here, we have really terrific Superman, Curt Swan, classic Superman page. Just let's see if I can get a better shot of Supes here. And 1982, page one splash. I can do 3,200 on this piece. So
I got to stop just for a second. You did get an offer from Ruben that I somehow missed.
Okay.
He offered 1,000 for the Aparo. The Aparo Batman.
Ruben, if you want it, I'll do 1,200, and that's just like where I gotta call it a night at 1,200. So if you want it, I will do that for you. So just let me know. Okay, so we were at 3,200 on the Superman.
Yes.
And my next item is Captain America, Frank Robbins. So I'm not going to discount this one at all. I think it's a phenomenal piece, and I'm happy to have it. And if it doesn't sell for 10,000, I just think it's a great piece. So I'm not gonna be moved on this one, unfortunately. So I'm holding fast.
It is a beauty.
And finally, we've got this great for the Wolverine fans. Thanks, Ruben. No problem. So I can do. I can knock. I'll knock $100 off, and we'll call it $750 on this piece. But I think that's all I can do.
Looks good.
So And that
You
is
can
the
just-
lineup. That is the lineup tonight.
That is the lineup. If I can just ask just real quick, your number 6, the Bagley. What did you go down to on that again? The birth page. There we go.
The birth page. I think it was 2200.
Okay. Sorry to put you on the spot.
No problem.
Okay. Okay. That's the lineup. So if we can just have the information up on the screen, Kay, please, with our contact information and also the so if you claimed any artwork, I think only Glen had claims. Theirs is information, but there is Bechara's information as well. I will be putting these up on our Facebook page for the next 24 hours. And you can claim stuff there. I put things up at the lowest price these things are offered at. We're not going to reset them or anything like that. And you can either direct message us through the Facebook page or, reach out via email. The information will be there. But if we can just have you, Bechara, talk about your show just very briefly. And thanks for joining us, Ruben. We know it's football. It is tough.
Yeah.
For everybody.
Just so everybody knows, November 14th, which is a few weeks from now, 3 weeks from now, November 14th is Sunday, where we're having the art show in Redondo, Manhattan Beach, right off the 405. We're doing it again, and we have more people. We're going to be announcing who's going to be there, and there's some collectors setting up that you guys will enjoy seeing, and 1 or 2 new dealers too. So people watch, and it was a great turnout last time. It was really unbelievable, and all the collectors were happy. They were happy to see the other collectors and the dealers, and there was actually a lot going on at that show. I was really surprised how good it went.
So, I thought it was like the most well-attended show that you've ever had.
Well, yeah, even better than other art shows I've been attending the last number of years, not just in LA. And it was, everybody was coming up and
so Marcus asked, any guests? Can you tell us any guests?
Okay. Yeah, the guests will be announced this week. We're working on 2 people. I'm going to bring it down to 1. So,
and then Aaron asked, are there any new dealers coming?
Maybe.
Yes. There's a few collectors that I'm going to announce on the on the site in a few days.
Collectors that are setting up.
Yeah. People like, I can mention one of them. Dinesh and a group of collectors are going to have a few tables there. And there's somebody else that is going to make up his mind this week also as a collector, putting out a lot of stuff. He's a collector / dealer that has a lot of good stuff, and he's going to make up his mind this week. And another dealer that's going to make up his mind this week also. So,
well, that's exciting.
Other than the old crew, but so many collectors go out there and they all hang out and see.
Sure, there really is nothing wrong with the old crew, just so you know.
Yeah. No, there's nothing wrong.
The old crew is the good crew.
But the stars are also the collectors that go and hang out with each other.
If it ain't broke, don't try to fix it. But always good to see some new people coming in.
We always will.
And just because you bought the stuff off the stands is no reason to call all of us old.
You do have an offer from Jordan for the JLA title splash. Time payment offer.
4,000 is not gonna do it on that. I'll look. Let me see my notes. You can have time payments at 4,500, and that is it. That is it. Or I'm a buyer pretty much at that price. So 4,500 at with time payments is fine. So that
and Jordan can respond. Steve says he bought the Galactus 316 sign.
I love it. Great. You'll buy the Surfer First Corinthians 12 next time, right? Insider joke. That's all. Okay. Well.
All right. On that note, so yeah, no, it should be an exciting show. I mean, you put on a great show, and I think you'll have another announcement pertaining to your West Coast show pretty soon, right?
Yes, yes. There's another West Coast show. We're announcing San Francisco in a few weeks. Also, San Francisco in February.
The second one. The second one, yeah. You have another offer. We're stretching out here. We're gonna cut it, but Mr. Lovitz offered 55 for the JLA and the Bagley.
And the Bagley. Which Bagley? Oh,
yeah, the DPS. I think it's your Bagley, not my Bagley.
Oh man. 12:45. Oh man, Michael, 57, and it's done. I brought the Bagley as low as I could, and I'm taking a little more off. 57 for the 2, and you've got it. That's, I already tried to go as low as I could, and I took some more off. So 57 for the 2, Michael.
That's
sorry, we're waiting. It's all right. No, as the San Francisco show is going to be announced at the end of February, just like the Redondo Beach one. So there will be a show.
Yeah, I think 55 is his limit. Looks like.
All right, just for the sake of making a deal.
Wow.
Just for the sake of making a deal, because it was a shutout. All right, Michael, you've been very good to me. Well, back and forth, I think we've done well together. Done. To make you happy. Done deal.
Look
55.
at that.
How's that?
Amazing.
All right.
Okay. Well, there you go. 55. Dun, dun, dun. I didn't think you were ready to announce the San Francisco show, but that's
great. Announced pretty shortly, so I might as well for the audience let them know. Or those that live in the Bay Area, we have a show coming up.
Yeah, no, I'm excited about that as well. I think a lot of people will be happy to get one in Northern California. Thanks to Mr. Lovitz, we appreciate it, and congratulations. That was a nice pickup.
Absolutely.
So. On that note,
hook them up.
Anything remaining will be on the Facebook page. We're going to bid you guys adieu. I think we're back here. If you just leave that up for a moment, Kay, we appreciate it. I think we are back here on November 7th, if I'm not mistaken. Sunday, November 7th, and then again on the 21st, right before Thanksgiving. So we'll have 2 shows in November. There'll be more information forthcoming. But again, we appreciate everyone tuning in. We went a little bit long tonight, but still, and we appreciate everyone's offers, participation, and we will see you next time.
Thanks, guys.